In this video, we're going to look at a simple step-by-step guide on how you can use TradingView. This platform is great for technical analysis. You can use this to analyze stocks, cryptocurrencies, forex, as well as commodities. This is a really good platform, which I think at the end of this video, you understand how helpful it is. After you create an account and then you log in for the first time, you would come to this particular page, mostly with look first, then leap. This is really a good statement. Anyway, over here, there is this button that says launch super charts. Okay, we're going to mainly use super charts for all of our technical analysis. Of course, TradingView gives you so many other options like screeners, calendars, news flow, portfolios, and a whole lot more. But super charts, which you find right here, is what most people use all the time. Okay, you're going to spend about 80 to 90% of your time inside super charts. Okay, so we're going to click on super charts. Over here, we have the charts window where you see all of the bars loaded here. Okay, we call these candlesticks. All right, and these candlesticks basically tell you a story about the entire market. Okay, so you see whether it's going up or it's coming down, how it's behaving at every point in time, and we're going to go through all of them. Okay, now away from this window, we also have this top section here where you see 3M, 5M, 15M. This is called time frame. Okay, so these are basically going to help you configure your candlesticks. So if this is on 4 hour, it means that each one of these candles take 4 hours to form. If you want to invest long term, then of course you probably will be around the monthly time frame to look at how the asset is performing across a long period of time. Okay, now this side is where you also configure the charts you are in. For example, this is giving you the candlesticks, but there is also this option that will give you a line chart, which will change this chart into lines. This is also very helpful because it takes away the noise and you would see sharply where the market actually reverses and what is actually happening in the market in real time. Okay, so a lot of people prefer the line chart. Others also prefer candlesticks because, you know, with a line chart, you are not seeing all of those wicks you see, like these bottoms here. You will not see them when you move to the line chart. Okay, so a lot of people prefer the candlestick, but others also combine both. Like myself, I combine both the line chart and then the candlesticks to help me analyze the market. Now, these are not the only options. If you click on this drop down, you see that there is hollow candles over here. You can play around these. There is also volume candles, but I think this requires you to be on a paid tier. Okay, you can also play around some of these area. This is also giving you another type of chart and a couple of other ones. Now, away from all of these, you can also look on the left side where we have all of these options here. This is basically a toolbar, and these tools are going to help you draw stuff on the chart. Okay, so let's say, for example, here we have a trend line. You can now use this trend line to draw something like this on the chart, which is basically helping you look at all the times in the past where the market tapped this same level across a trend. Okay, now this will also help you take a trade, something like this. Okay, when market broke down here at this level, it came back to retest this trend line again before it did a big drop to the downside. So over here, using just this trend line alone, if you came to the market maybe around this time and then you drew your lines like this, you could have now used the same trend line effect to determine that the price is retesting here and possibly going to go on a downtrend. So you can now place a trade and take profit here. This is for traders. Okay, but essentially, if you're also an investor and you're currently holding this asset, knowing that it's about to go down, you can also sell, make some profit and wait for it to drop, then you buy again. So depending on the type of investor or trader you are, you'll be able to use some of these tools to your own advantage. Now, aside the trend line, if you come back here, you also have the ray, info line, extended line, horizontal line, which I use most often, and we have the horizontal ray, vertical line, and a whole lot of other tools that you can play around with, but essentially this trend line does a lot, and if you know how to use this, you'll be able to take advantage of the market in a way that will help you stay profitable. Now, one of the other line tools I think is really helpful is this horizontal ray. Okay, so let's say I'm analyzing the market, let's say around the line chart. Okay, now I see that the market has tapped here, it has tapped here, it has tapped here. Possibly I want to mark this level so that I can monitor it. I can now click here. Okay, now I have my horizontal ray here, okay, showing me where the market has tapped. Okay, now if I switch this back to candlesticks, you'll notice that this level, the market came back to it and then it took off, and then it came back, broke this line, and then we're back down again. Now, one helpful tip about technical analysis is that if you are aware of where a lot of people may place their trade and the direction they may go, you will be able to stay profitable in the end. Now, in this case, if you look at this line, looking at how market tapped here, went back, came to tap here, went back, came to tap here, went all the way back, and then it struggled a little bit here before it broke to the downside. It means that if market should go back in here for a short while, you're going to see a bit of sales here. But if it's able to break this line, then you are probably going to see a lot more buys to the upside. And you can use this in so many ways. This is just one way of applying the horizontal ray, okay? But if you go back in time, let's say we set this on weekly time frame, okay? Now we look at the chart here. Again, you'll notice that, you know, again, this is BTC USDT. You notice that the market has been moving in a trend. So here we can draw a very good trend line here, which then tells us that that trend line has been broken and now we are in a downtrend. So it helps you in also analyzing the market because you can visually tell where the market is heading. Now, if we switch to a line chart, which is mostly helpful, you see that this particular bottom connects to, let's say, this particular bottom. Okay, if we connect these two, if we want, we can also connect these two, and when we connect these two, then it becomes even more clearer that we are in a downtrend. And if we are in a downtrend, then of course, if the market actually taps this zone, you are going to see a lot more sales. That is just a basic way of looking at the market. And again, in a line chart, you can also tell that this particular bottom here is not where it is, it's rather here. Okay, so if we should switch this to our candlestick, then we have something like this. Okay, so this is just like a guide that will help you to take certain decisions whilst you're trading. Okay, now this is not an analysis video. We're not looking at strategy or anything. We are basically looking at how you can use TradingView, and this, I think, is one of the basic things a lot of people use on a daily when it comes to analyzing the market. Now, another thing you also have to know how to use is possibly the fib retracement tool. Okay, this one, this is really helpful. So these Fibonacci numbers is also helping you identify where the market is reacting. Just here there's a reaction, here there's a reaction, here there's a reaction, here there's a reaction, here there's a bit of reaction as well. Okay, so you can form your own trading methodology using different tools if you understand how to use them. We can look at some of those things in other videos. This video, we are basically analyzing the tools you can access on TradingView and how you can use them. So we're not going to get into details. All right, so we take this off for now. Okay, now over here, one other important thing you need to also understand on the toolbar window is that we have this long and then short. This is basically for forecasting, as you can see here. Now, if you analyze any asset and you want to enter a trade, you would want to look at your risk to reward to understand how much you're possibly going to make at the end of the day. Now, this long position and short position is really helpful in that regard. For example, if I take the short position here and then I click on here, I'll be able to now put my stop around here and then put my target, maybe let's say around here. Now, this is not realistic if you're a day trader or even a swing trader, because I mean, how are you placing a trade that Bitcoin is going to fall all the way to $27,000? Although, like in some many months or years, it could be possible. It's not ideally possible. It's not a good trade to do. This is basically for just demo purposes, all right? But essentially what you need to understand is that you can now set your stop somewhere here, your target here, and then you can now double click it, go to input, and then also copy where you want to take profit, and then where you want to say, okay, if it gets to this point and I've not, made any profit, the trade should close, the stop loss. Okay, you can copy these and then you go to your trading platform and input these details. So if this is Binance, SNES, whichever platform you use to trade, you can copy this profit target as your take profit. Then you copy this SL here as your stop loss, okay, and then you input it in there. But this is not realistic. If you take this trade, you're probably going to blow out all of your account, okay? So don't do that. So if you want to analyze any asset, you can look to your right side here, this section of TradingView. Now the first option here is a watch list, okay? If you tap on this watch list, you see something similar to this. Probably you'll not have all of these options because I have added them manually. But if you want to now add a symbol, you tap on this plus here and then you search for the particular asset you want to analyze. Over here you can see BTC USDT perpetual contract coming from Bybit. Okay, so because I'm probably going to use Bybit to place my trades, I'm going to select this particular option to analyze the market. But again, you can see that there is one from Binance, there's Wanda, Bitstamp, and a couple of other ones, okay? There's this indicator session. If you tap on there, there are so many indicators you can use to help you analyze the market. For example, this SMC structures and FEG, if you select this, you'll be able to get these automatic analysis based on smart money concepts and fair value gaps. This is particularly helpful for any trader who trade this particular, strategy, SMC, or you use fair value gaps, or you combine both. You can basically see break of structures here, change of character, break of structure, and there's this even breakdown of a Fibonacci scale where you have 0.3, 0.6, 0.7 all here. It's really cool. So just by turning on this indicator alone, you get all of this analysis applied to your chart without wasting so much time on, okay, this is a change of character, this is a break of structure. Doing it manually is already done for you. But again, I don't like to trade this way. I prefer to, have a clean chart, analyze myself, and focus on what is important. Okay, aside that, there is also this indicator that I use, which is exponential moving average. It's also helpful to guide you where market is potentially going to reverse or turn. It's more or less like guiding your analysis. It's not like, okay, because it has touched this is what is going to happen. But if you already have a bias that, okay, this is probably going to buy or is going to sell, and then the moving average also falls on it and it aligns with your analysis, it sort of double confirms your strategy. But one shortcoming of the moving average is that it's mostly late. So whenever you analyze the market and you have a bias, that is not the time the moving average will catch that particular move. So sometimes you probably will put it on, it will not tell you that this is going to be a sell until the sell has already started happening, and probably if you're able to catch that initial trade, you'll get something before the EMA will give you that signal. This is also helpful seasonality because it's going to tell you in the past, in different years, like here we have 2025, 2024, around the same period you are in, what was the performance of CHF JPY? The financial market is cyclical in nature. So if you have previous seasons and how the market behave in those cycles, you can now form your own bias based on that to analyze, to predict what is going to happen, or to guide your decisions when it comes to placing a trade or investing in any asset. So this is over here. You can tap on more seasonals, a much detailed, seasonality view of how you can analyze any particular asset, not just Swiss franc and Japanese yen. You can do this on gold, you can do this on Bitcoin or any other asset on TradingView. So right now, I believe we have covered enough when it comes to TradingView. At this point, if you have any question, you can drop them in a comment section. If there's any part of this tool that you want me to explain a little bit more on how you can use it or how you can understand a little bit more, you can let me know in the comment section and I'll do a detailed video on this.